Good afternoon, everybody. It is the 19th of January. Now, it's not going to be that long, and we're going to be talking about February. So, I can't believe just how quick it's going. Things are just, goodness me, what a day. But you know what? It's absolutely fine because we can just sit and take a moment. And I think after the morning I've had, I think that and chill out and do a little bit of tangling. So, what have I got with coloured tile here out of my regular kit? I've got pen, pencil, Tortillon. I've also got my white pen because that'll work on here as well. Whether I use it or not, don't know, but I thought we'd just go with it for now. How's that sound? So I'm going to come in today straight away with a pen. All right, let's just get going with this, shall we? And not worry about whether it's cold outside, what's gone on for the rest of the morning, how many cups of tea you've had. It's fine. Hi, everybody. Oh, do you know what? It was a bit of a get up this morning, I've got to admit. It was, it was a bit tough. After a 3 o'clock get up in the morning and 4 o'clock out yesterday, yeah, it can be a little bit like that. But it's all fine. So, okay, what we're going to do then? I'm going to start with some bubbles. You don't want them to be too small. And let's have a look at this. So I'm going to go around them a couple of times, just to redefine them and just to sort of give myself a little bit of a moment just to settle into this, shall we? Now you might want to just sort of watch what I'm doing with these and where they're heading. They're going to go in a random sort of curve kind of shape. I want to put 6 in. Notice they're not too close to the edge of the tile. Let's put 1 there. Okay, all right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, bit of a what's going on here. But, you know, I don't like to be predictable. All right, so let's go in a little bit more. Now notice because I've gone round it a couple of times, it looks a little bit more defined, let's say, and you've got a better sort of circle shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go round and into the next one, like so. Okay, so then next one, rather than go around the top, I'm going to come in this way. So around and in this way. And then again, around and in that way. And then this one's going to go that way. And the next one, around and that way. Okay, let's just move out a little bit, have a look at what we've done there. Okay, then you could do more of these, but let's just fit this on the tile and see where it goes, shall we? I'm going to round my bubbles again now. What I want to do is come around here, follow the shape, come up and around here and down that way. And then back around this one. See, I feel better already. I should have done this morning, and I'd have been no hassle. And then you can get on with your day, can't you? And you're all calmer and more relaxed. Always helps having a pen in your pocket, doesn't it? Just doing a little bit of doodling. And around, so I feel much better. And what I am going to do, I'm going to bring my 05 pen in at this point. And I'm going to fill in that bubble, but I'm going to fill it in just enough that it's got a bit of a line around. So if they're touching the sides, not a problem, but you know, just sort of don't fill the whole thing in. Have a little bit of interest in there. Okay. Oh, hello, Heather. I know I'm not sure, no, it's not sunny here at all. It's just freezing. Just freezing. All right. Let's have a look at this then. I want to make a little bit of see where it's going. So let's have a look at this one. If I'm wrapping around here, it's going underneath there and sort of out here, isn't it? Let's just do that one for a moment, see what's happening now. I'm going to come back to that. And then let's have a look at this one here. You see I've got one So again, I'm going to follow this round, and it's going to come sort of up here and out there, like that. You see? Round there, and it's going under and around there. But then I've got this one as well, and it's sort of coming around here, isn't it? So let's have a look. Let's just go in a little bit more. Okay. So you see, around, and this one I'm going to bring it down and out here. You see, so it's going underneath and out there. So let's just recap. This one I've gone this way. Here I'm coming around and it's going underneath. And then this side, look, it's coming this way and under there. Yours might differ a little bit, depends on where you've drawn it. So let's look at this one here. So I've got this and this one. So let's have a look. I'm going to sort of take this one maybe up and around there. So up there. You know, you can decide wherever you've got a bit of space. And then here, let's have a look. I'm going to go this one. I'm going to come down and round here because I want to add something onto these in a little bit. You see, so it's going under there. So let's look at this next one. I don't want to sort of repeat that, so I think this time I'm going to sort of come around here. Not too sort of close to that one. Then this one, follow it through, and then I'm going to go that way. You see how it all sort of fits underneath each other. So what about this one then? Because here, look, I've got this one, and if I bring it around here, it's going to sort of interact with that. We could have joined them, but I'm going to bring it down and round here, like that. So if you give it a little bit of space, it's something to work in. And then what about this one here? See, as it's coming around, so I can take it up there a little bit and into there. So now this one, there's only one to do here, so let's bring it down and sort of round there. Okay, let's just zoom out a little bit. So every one of those sort of curvy lines now, we've sort of found a little edge to work from. And yeah, it looks a little bit different, a little bit sort of almost knitted in together, isn't it? A bit like, maybe it's your knitting, Rose, maybe that's inspiring me with your little pooch. Yeah, okay. So let's go in a little bit more. Now the end bit, really easy to sort because we can't just leave it there on its own. I'm going to put this in, a little bubble on the end. And let's make it look as though it's going underneath and disappearing. So our first protocol. And then this end as well, I'm going to finish it off. Putting a little, again, little bubble in there. And then a line around. There's that one. Okay, let's have a little look. So these little ends here now, which one shall we do? Let's go with this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow this line around and I'm going to put a curl this way, put a little bobble on the end. Let's finished it. And a little curl this way, and again, a little bobble on the end. Okay. Oh, Maureen, what about the bunnies? Good, are you having more? How's that happened? I think we know how that's happened. Did she know? Oh, goodness me. Okay, I'm going to go around those curls. Like that. And then at the middle bit here, let's put a curve in like this. And the same little curve that way too. A little bit of a wobble going on there. And then on either side, I'm going to do another sort of little there and another. They're not going to sort of be the same. It's not like they're going under or anything. It's just nice to have a couple of little shapes. Let's have a look at that. Let's extend that a little bit. Put a little bobble on the end. And down this bottom edge, let's do a couple of little lines. I can only get one in there, either side. You see I've got this, it's thick enough. I reckon we can get a couple of little dots in there. Okay, so let's have a look at doing that again. I've got another one here. So coming around, curl, bobble. And again, around, curl, bobble. And then if I join this one, see it's coming around, and then around, and then a bit of a, oh goodness me, Maureen, well, do you know what, it can only happen to Louise, couldn't it? Oh, a bobble on the end. Let's do these two sides, one here, and let's do one there, look. Okay, and of course little lines at the bottom there, and if you can fit it, let's put some dots in. So I'm going to look for all the lines now, and I'm going to do a similar thing. So curls, curls. I'm going to go around that shape, around that shape. A little bit of a wave. See, it's going to go behind there, but that's fine. I'm going to add a bobble on the end. And then line this side, one on this side, and let's put some little curves in. And little dots. Okay, let's have a look at where this is heading. So that's sort of done those few. So let's have a look at these on this side. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the middle one. And similar thing, look, curls, bobbles on the end. And then around we go, as before. And then I can sort of determine where that shape goes. And then in there, that one not forgetting, let's put that little bobble on the end. Couple of lines. I can only get one there, so that's okay. And then if you can, just some dots in there. So see this one now, it's going to sort of go underneath that one. So it was nice to put that middle one in first. And around we go. Around we go. Along and along. So you're not really going to see much of that on the top there. But you can still put those little bits in and some little dots. So this one, it's going to, they're all sort of mixing together, aren't they? But I can actually angle it a little bit. So it's coming more on this side, like so. And around we go again. And I'm going to make that one just a little bit smaller because I don't want it falling off the edge. There we go, little lines. And again, little dots. So, a couple more. This one, okay, it's sort of going to go underneath here. That's fine, I'm going to work with that one. It's fine, it's sort of where it lands. And we had no set plans for what it was going to look like. So that's fine, I'm going to work with it. Sometimes that's the best way to be. Maybe I'll put a little bobble on the end there. It looks a little bit bigger then, doesn't it? And it looks a few little lines. And dots. And then this one. So, little bobble. Bobble. Round we go. And again. And in. A little bit of a wave. Let's put that bobble on the end. So that covers all of the points that we've got there. We've got all these lovely, I don't know, are we going to call them leaves? Are we going to call them flowers? Don't know, they look a bit leaf-like, don't they? But what I'm going to do is come in and add a few extra bits and pieces. So let's come in along here. I'm going to bring one out here. And then on the top end, I'm going to go loop and one either side. And then coming down this side, I'm going to go loop, one either side. Loop, one either side. And I'm going to join them. So it's almost like a role reversal. We've got leaves where the flowers should be and flowers where the leaves should be. There we go. Loop, one either side. And loops, it's going to sit under there. Either side, and back down. Maureen, I know. Do you know what? Nothing surprises me with you two. Nothing surprises me. I know. It's, Dobby's gone missing this morning, actually. I mean, I did see him yesterday. Last time he was... I knew where he was. He was on Sewing Street. And I haven't seen him since. So I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know where he is. He's probably sulking somewhere because Pauline's gone on her cruise without him. That's probably what it is. So you can see I'm putting some of these little lines on there, these little flower shapes. And wandering in. Oh, Vicky, tile swap. Do you know what? I'm in two minds, honestly. Maybe you could help me out here because we've been doing it for a while now, and tile swap's all about positivity and sharing, isn't it? And sometimes it can come across a little bit more negative because maybe tiles have gone missing, or maybe people haven't posted the tiles, or yours never arrived, and I don't want it to be a negative sort of experience. So I didn't want to sort of promote doing it and then find that people are not getting them and it's upsetting them. Or is it going to upset you more if I don't do it? You see my dilemma? I want you to have a nice positive experience, but I don't want you to be upset if it doesn't arrive or somebody doesn't post it. It's a tricky one, isn't it? What do you think? Do you think we should still do it? Was it beneficial? And I know the last few months, maybe the last 6 months, there weren't many tiles coming through either. So, is it something we still want to do? You see my dilemma? See, I know what you mean, Vicky, and I don't want to sort of stop doing it because there's a few people that still want to. But, you know, we could end up with you swapping the same person every month. And I don't want that either. All right, let's have a look. I'm going to get another one. I'm not worried about which way round these go. Hello, Tony. I've not seen you in ages. The kids give you a break, have they? Have you left them in the other room watching TV or something? Oh, Kathy, that's a nice positive, isn't it? That's something that it was well worth doing. But I know, maybe I should sort of. Oh, they're at school. That's all right then. Yeah, Janet. Yeah, that's another good idea, isn't it? You know, something. Take a little bit of a break, or maybe rather than doing it every month, perhaps do it every couple months. What do you think? I mean, it's not just my tile swap; it's your tile swap, isn't it? And I think that's important because I always say we're a team here. So I don't want to stop doing something because if you want it. Oh, Deborah, yeah, see, that's another thing, is it's a challenge, isn't it? I'm going to think about it over the weekend. How's that sound? And then I'll put a post on and go from there. Does that sound like a plan? Okay. Now I did say here, didn't I, that I've got my white pen as well. And just on my little sort of leafy shapes here, I'm going to put in some little bubbles. I'm going to start with quite a large one. And then smaller. Let's have a little look at that. See? So if we can do that, depends on you see? There's white dots in. But you know, put as many as you can in. Don't sort of think you've got to do the exact same amount. It's fine. Whatever you can fit in. So let's see, I've got one hidden there. And then there's one sort of there too. And then where I've got some of these dots lying around, I'm going to add a couple around the place as well. So let's fill that one in. Okay. Oh, thank you, Clarice. It's quite different, isn't it? I think that's the thing. I'm going to go in for another dot just at the bottom of each of those sort of little flower shapes, you know, on the stem. Just neatens it up a little bit and it brings a little bit more of that white in. Just a touch of it, nothing crazy, because they're quite small. And of course you could do this with your black pen if you don't want to use a white, or you could add a gel pen in there, whatever works for you. Okay, same in here. Just sort of work your way around it. And along we go. Okay, let's bring a little bit of pencil in there and get some shading going. So, first of all, we've got to go back to where we started, haven't we, with these sort of curvy shapes. And if I start at the top end, I'm going to add some pencil on either side. Like that. And then as it goes underneath, I'm going to add some there as well. Work my way around. And then here, as it goes underneath again. See, this one mostly is underneath, so it's going to have a bit more. I've not put my dots. I always miss Janet. I always miss something you didn't tell me. Oh, more in a bit of glittered look lovely, wouldn't it? Just sort of sprinkled. Right, this one, look. Underneath. Do that one while I'm there. So anything that you find going underneath, we're going to have a little bit of pencil in there. So you see, I'm sort of systematically working my way around. I know, where were you, Janet? You're the one that normally tells me. I'll let you off. It is Friday. Okay. See? So this bit here, look as well. Bit there, bit there, bit there, and a bit there. See? So I did some in there. And just as I'm going to add some either side, you know, so I'm not touching those white dots there. Just either side of it, where I put those lines. Just going over them a little bit there. Got them all. Have I got them all, Janet? All right, Tortillon. Let's go back to where we started with, here we go. Let's go out a little bit. There you are. Just going to very gently soften it off. Same there, look. And follow around each of those shapes. You know, just as you sort of come to them. Trying to leave a little bit of a gap in between if you can. And wandering around. See, along we go into those. See, I'm not overdoing it. I'm not trying to completely cover everything. Just going in with a little bit of each time. Softening off. Just want to sort of remove that starkness of that line. Same here, look. A little bit in there. So just wandering it through. Let's have a look. Got that bit there. Now, because we've put white on the tile as well, I think it's kind of nice if we come in with the white chalk pencil and a little bit of highlight in places. So here we go. And it's not my regular pencil, it's the chalky one. And I'm going to add some in the middle. You see where each of these shapes have sort of left a little bit of a gap. Not a lot, just a little bit in there. Don't you feel better already now just doing this? Yeah. Again, we're going to put a little bit, maybe just a touch, you know, if they're quite large. Just little bits. Not going to worry too much if they're a bit smaller. And hopefully a cleaner tortillon, which I never have, do I? I always start with a clean tortillon, but they always end up having graphite on them. So I'm going to very gently work my way around each of these little bits. So I'm not completely blending them in, just sort of touching over them a little bit, really, wherever I can. Okay, I think this one here, look, needs a little bit of pencil in there. Okay, I think a little bit more pencil. And what I'm going to do, see where we've got these original curves coming off the back? I'm going to add some there. So coming off the back of it. And this one here. Now I'm not worried about what's behind it or what I'm going over. I'm just focusing on that curve. Same here. And this one. So this was those original curves that we drew. Those in place. Oh, Wendy, I tried that. Didn't work for me. But yeah, we started that way, and you know, go for it. If you can keep a white tortillon, you're yeah, stronger willpower than me. I could file it off, I suppose. I'm not going to worry about it. It's fine. Okay, so you see, just nice and gently over the top. I just want to bring these back. I want to look at this. I'll do my shading first there. What have I missed? Let's put them in. 1, 2, 3. And how do we go? And the next one. So I'm not going to overdo this and do this on every single curve. This is just on the original ones that we drew. It's just going to bring attention back to those initial lines. Okay. So it might as well stand then that we do this one as well, because that was part of the initial. And that one there. So we've got a little bit of 3-dimension going on. Same with this one. Okay, so look, all right. One more thing then, backing with my fine liner, which is my regular 3. Let's go in a little bit more. And what I want to do is, coming off the back of where we've put those bits of shadow in, I want to bring that line just on that side back into play. So same with this one. I'm going to go over that a little bit, see? Around there. So then this one. Around there. And then following my tile round as I go. That one. And that one. This one. Okay, so a little bit of an unusual sort of shaped tile today. A few different little patterns there. So imagine where you could put these if you've got flowers, for example, you've drawn. Maybe you want to put these in as leaves or the other way. Or let's go in with that shape now. You can come in, look, and go around it with black pen. So it's like you meant it all along. Sometimes it's easier to do the white first and then go over it with the black pen afterwards. Just means that, you know, you're not taking your white over your black. Sometimes that happens. Of course, you could have coloured these in if you want. Use a different coloured pencil and things. And it's all sort of sorted there. So that's all of them done. Yeah. And there we go. Bit unusual today. And where did we sort of start? I think I'm going to go. I'm going to go that way. So initials in. There we go. Friday, all done and sorted. So it's going to be interesting to see what you do with this. And you know, if you fancy a challenge this weekend, maybe put two tiles together or use one of the tag tiles and sort of do a bit more of a border kind of shape. But that'd be kind of interesting to do. Maybe a bit of inking around it. Or maybe you want to do one in watercolours and add a few extra bits and pieces. Anyway, whatever you want to do, whatever you decide, just have a bit of fun with it and enjoy the process. So, okay, there we go. There's another one done. And I'll see you back here on Tuesday for our next tile. And, of course, I'm going to let you know about Monday and the tile swap. And have a good weekend, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you soon.